Hi everybody, it's Miss Tia again. I hope you've all had a great week and that you are having fun at school. So today we are going to be doing a drawing exercise. I know we've been doing a lot of different things with a lot of different about emotions. Today we're just going to do a simple drawing exercise to work with how our hands and our brains work together. It'll be fun. Your drawings will most likely be messy, but as long as you give it a good try, that's all that matters. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find something that you want to draw. I have my boot. You can use a shoe. If you're at home right now, find something that would be simple, a simple shape. It's not too hard of a shape to draw, and that's what you're going to do. So, I have my boot right here. Now, you're going to take your hand, your pen or pencil in your hand, and you're going to look at your boot or whatever you're drawing. Put your pen down on the paper, and I want you to try and draw the boot without looking at the paper and without lifting your pen off the paper. So once you put your pen down on the paper, don't move it. It can't come off. It has to stay there. Ready? So you're going to look only at the boot. Don't look at what you're doing. Okay, so this is what mine ended up looking like. Not too bad for the first try. Again, this time you can do it with looking at the boot. Don't lift it off, don't lift your pen off the paper. Try it with your opposite hand. So see how that turns out. You're gonna draw your boot or your object. See what happens. And there's mine. You can tell that this one is a little messier because we're not used to using our opposite hand. You're gonna do that with a couple different things. If you wanna get a couple different things to try it with, you can do that. So instead of just using one object, maybe you find another object. So maybe a round tin. You could try drawing that. You could try drawing a cup. So you can just use one object. It's a lot more fun if you try more than one. So after those two drawings, if you want to try more, you can try more. This time you're going to draw whatever you're drawing. I'm going to still use the boot as my example. Without lifting the pen off the paper, and you can look up and down. So you can look at the boot and you can look at your drawing. So see how good we can do that without lifting it off the paper. So there's that. So you can see each one that you draw is going to be a little different. The last one we're going to try and do is you're going to draw your object without looking at the paper, but you can lift your pen off it. So without looking at it, you're going to draw what you see. And see what comes out. Now remember, you're not looking at the paper. You're only looking at your object. And you can lift your thing off the paper, but we're not looking at what we're doing. And there's that one. So you have 4 different things you can do. I want you to try it with at least one object. If you can try it with more, that's even better. So, what you're working on is how your hands and your eyes work together with your brain to see what you draw and put it on paper. It's okay if they're messy. Mine are really messy. That's just what happens when you draw without using your eyes on one thing or the other. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.